there was people trying to be good people. So there was death altered victims, and then there was good people trying to be good people. So there were some people trying to be good people and help the death altered victims and stuff. And as long as they stayed good and did only good and always were just what is good, but most of them ended up influenced and doing bad. So then, see, once you do bad more than like a couple times, you have to die enough to get out. There's no other way. There's nothing else. So it depends on how many punishments are in your soul. So if you did like two minor things, so they always had half dead sex trafficking victims that were usually beat a lot, starved a lot, mistreated a lot, raped a lot. Like they were always like half dead corpses. And they were sex trafficking victims. They would bring in and make shit up so people would just rape them all day or whatever. So there was good people, and the good people wanted to try to help these poor half-dead people getting raped all the time. But let's say that they started seeing the turn on in somebody so mistreated and getting raped like they were such nothing. Right there, you gotta die a chunk and not a small chunk to have any possibility or hope. And that's because the crimes are so sickening that gods would normally punish really sickening crime. Anyway, gods aren't jail and prison. So gods would normally punish pretty bad for sickening, unthinkable crime that goes too far. But these are all crimes connected to the murder of God and ultimate murder of the death of God countries. So they end up in pretty bad trouble pretty fast and have to die a lot to get out. Now, the fun and joy is if you can keep dying and altering your brain so that it's not as bad as it would normally be, that's when you get lucky. The gods are now making death and existence so bad that you could alter your brain, it wouldn't really mean a goddamn thing. And then their guilt, just the guilt in their own spirit and soul is making it so if they die and alter themselves, it doesn't really help at all or change anything. So the sad thing is that people with too much guilt, they have to start dying scary and real and have no easy sickening easy trip through death and brain alteration like they did before. So to get out, they'll be just killed and destroyed, and hope that as they get killed and destroyed and become something that could be survivable, the gods will kind of custom build their rebuilt deaths to be the symbolic reality of atonement or like paybacks for their crimes and sins. And then like a Rembrandt in their death of like restitutions, remorses, and prove in their spirit, soul, and self why they get out and have a chance to live and survive and live on when their crimes are normally just what have to die forever. That's all there is. There's no other way out. And when they just keep committing crime, they just keep drowning in death. And that's how much more they'll die forever to try to get out. It's actually all bad stuff. Have you checked with the gods through my queen, my queen, my queen? There's not a lot of good news at all. And this end of the world went a lot worse than the Bible predictions. Like, it's really bad stuff. You just got to learn to start lying and smack their death in all the time. And you kind of just, treat them like the dead garbage that did the unthinkable. Like, there's really nothing else.